Good, eve good evening and welcome to Sharjah Cricket Stadium. Once again, it's SkyExchange.net presents CBFS T10 tournament this time. It's a shorter format. And the pictures are coming live from Sharjah Cricket Stadium. Today is the first day and the first match of CBFS S10 League will be played between Karwan Cricket Club and Sona Gold and Daimonds. And my dear friend Nishant is down in the middle, and let us see what is there in the surface for the pitch report.
Well, we are here for the 10-over format, and it is an exciting format. The pitch will generally be tilted in favor of the batsman. That's the same pitch that was used for the finals of the T20 League. A day's gap, which means that the pitch has been undercover, and if you take a close look at it, then you will see that it looks a lot darker and feels a lot cooler as well, because of the fact that it hasn't been uncovered, it has been undercover, so there's a bit of moisture. The darkness suggests that, but then we have seen that here, irrespective of whether the sun is beating down or it's breezy, well, the pitch does change colors very quickly. Once the covers are off, it dries out very quickly. So it won't be a bad idea to win the toss and bowl first, bowl a few good overs up front and restrict the batsman and then chase down. In S10, always advisable to bowl first.
Thanks a lot, Nishant. So that was his assessment of the surface. And without wasting much time, let's head down. It's one more time, Nishant, with both the captains and the match referee for the toss.
47th Bukhatir League, check. Second season of Sharjah CBFS T20, check. And now it's time for the SkyExchange.net CBFS S10 powered by FanCode. This is the first game between Karwan Cricket Club and, of course, Sona Gold and Diamonds. We have with us Mr. Tahseen Javed, the match referee, and, of course, the two captains for Karwan. It's Babar Iqbal. For Sona, it is Mansoor Mirza. It's going to be Babar to spin the coin and Mansoor to call. Heads is the call. It's a tail. Babar won the toss, so what would you like to do?
I would like to bat first because we play on these kind of conditions, so we would like to execute the wicket here.
And you think in a T10 game, is it better to post a big total or plan the chase?
My strategy is that like T10, you should bat first, score more, and and defend the total.
And how does your team look like? Any different from the T20 side?
Yeah, there are a few changes. Like we brought few guys, for the T10 especially.
And all set for a better outing than the T20 tournament?
Yeah, obviously, like we had some bad experience in T20, so we planned, we worked on that, and hopefully, we come back stronger in this tournament.
Good luck for the game.
Thank you so much.
मंसूर टॉस जीतते तो आप क्या करना चाहते थे?
बैटिंग करना चाह रहा था, लेकिन अब पता नहीं मुझे उन्होंने क्या डिसाइड किया है।
वो बल्लेबाजी कर रहे हैं तो आपको गेंदबाजी करनी पड़ेगी।
कोई मसला नहीं है हमारे लिए, तो हम अपना उसी हिसाब से फिर इस बॉल फेंकेंगे और इंशाल्लाह उनको कोशिश करेंगे कि जो इससे करें।
T20 टूर्नामेंट आपके लिए काफ़ी डिसअपॉइंटिंग रहा था, तो S10 में कैसे वापसी करने का सोचा है आपने?
वो वाकई में हमारे लिए बहुत ज़्यादा डिसअपॉइंटिंग था। हमने स्क्वाड थोड़ी चेंज की है और इंशाल्लाह कोशिश करेंगे कि इस दफ़ा हम कम बैक करें और वी विल विन।
तो पिच आपने देखी, S10 का फॉर्मेट है, तो आपको क्या लग रहा है कितना स्कोर आप चेज़ कर पाएंगे यहाँ पर?
यहाँ वैसे शारजा क्रिकेट स्टेडियम में तो लो स्कोरिंग गेम होता है, ठीक है, और T10 का बेसिकली तो एक अलग ही है क्योंकि यहाँ पे तो सब ने मारने के लिए खेलना है और हमारी कोशिश यही होगी कि हम उनको कम से कम स्कोर पे रोकें और उसको हम फिर चेस करके पूरा करें।
चलिए, गुड लक फॉर द गेम।
थैंक यू।
Right then, that is the news from the centre in game number 1 of the S10 tournament. Karwan Cricket Club has won the toss and they've decided to take first strike.
So the news from the centre is Karwan Cricket Club has won the toss and they have opted to bat first. And before we discuss about the lineup, let me introduce my co-commentator, my dear friend Vivek, joining me. Welcome, Vivek in the com box.
Thank you, Mudassir. Thank you very much. A pleasure to be here. Both the teams, a great game of cricket on the cards here. Karwan Cricket Club versus Sona Gold and Diamonds. Karwan Cricket Club has won the toss, decided to bat. Babar Iqbal is the captain. Amir Hamza, Furqan Khalil, Ghulam Ahmed, Ghulam Murtaza, Muazzam Hayat, Muhammad Zahid Ali, Qamar Awan, Salman Salim, Waqas Ali and Ismail Khan. Sona Gold and Diamonds are going in with Akil Ahmed Siddiqui, Nasir Ali, Mansoor Mirza, Muhammad Raza, Nav Bose, Arfin Jabbar, Sami Khan, Zishan Mushtaq, Aditya Singh, Vipul Sharma, and Fazil Abu Bakr, the iconic Sharjah Stadium. And this match comes to you live, ball by ball.
Good toss to win. I believe they want to post a good total and take those 2 points. And if we talk about Sona Gold and Diamonds, they'll definitely try to restrict Karwan below 100. The surface looks really good. There won't be much change in the second innings. It's just a shorter format of T10. And stay tuned with us. We'll be joining you back after a short break. Welcome back. This is Mudassir Ali, and with me in the com box is Vivek, and we'll be taking through first innings. Me and Vivek. The news is Karwan Cricket Club has won the toss, and they have opted to bat first. The wicket looks really good, Vivek.
Yes, it looks like a glass, like a mirror. You can almost see the reflection of the batsman in the pitch. If the mirror at your home is broken, he can probably even come here and brush his teeth in the morning.
It's better to go to near grocery and purchase it rather than coming all the way to Sharjah Cricket Stadium.
Yes, looks like a welter of a track. We'll have a little bit of moisture though, and this wicket was not used yesterday, so it's a fresh track today being prepared for this game. Looks like this is going to be a high-scoring game. There might be a little bit of moisture, and the ball might stop a little bit, but we'll have to wait and see as the first ball is getting bowled.
A juicy full toss played straight towards mid of a quick single taken by Furqan Khalil and Mozam Hayat off the mark, but not in a convincing fashion. Furqan Khalil, very talented wicket-keeper batter.
A gentle loosener outside the off stump. He probably will be a little disappointed that he did not dispatch it to the boundary. However, the score is off the mark. The team is off the mark with a single on the first ball, and that brings Moazzam Hayat, the left-hand batter, on the strike to face the second ball.
Flick of the wrist, full toss delivery, but look at that field position and bowling according to those positions. Deep square leg coming into play. Two juicy full tosses, and they have not taken the advantage. Mozam and Furqan Khalil. Good to see Furqan in the top of the order. A very hard-hitting batter.
Coming into ball, the third ball. Will this be a full toss again?
Poor piece of bowling and poor piece of wicket keeping, resulting in a couple of runs. A short run up this time by the bowler. There was a late swing, a close call.
Yeah, late swing pitched way outside the off stump. A wide and a single, so that will count for 2 wides. 3 runs now in 2 balls. Coming into bowl, the third ball, Fazil.
You cannot repeat those mistakes, and you are punished. This time a full toss delivery, nicely played by Mozam Hayat towards the deep mid-wicket. The ball sailing over the row, first maximum of this match.
It was right in the slot. And the batter was almost expecting a full toss because there had been full tosses bowled in this over. So he was almost anticipating another one. Dispatched it to the mid-wicket boundary. Got 6 runs for himself, Moazzam, and for his team. Score now goes on to 10 without loss in 3 balls.
A very good start by Mozam and Furqan. Though Furqan manages to run, but Mozam Hayat getting that maximum. Fasil struggling with the line and length. A typical hard tennis run up here for Fasil.
Definitely pitching outside the leg stump. Will get a leg by.
Pitching down the leg, and there was an appeal. But not at all interested umpire Kamran. Once again, a full toss delivery. Not able to time it properly. The ball going towards the long on with that single. Score moves to 12. A good start, I would say.
Yes, a good start so far. 5 balls have been bowled at 12 for no loss. This is a 10-over game. Karwan Cricket Club won the toss and chose to bat.
A better delivery in this over by Fasil. Push towards the mid off. A quick single with that single. Over number 1 comes to an end. 13 for no loss.
Start off the second over now. First over yielded 13 runs for KCC. This is going to be a high scoring game for sure. Vipul has come into ball. He is going to ball spin bowling, and the left-hander Muazzam Hayat is on strike. Vipul Sharma adjusting his field. He wants the fielder a little more fine on the third man, just for the cut and maybe for the thick outside edge.
Nicely bowled, and on the back foot, the ball racing towards the deep point. First boundary from the blade of Mozam Hayat, looking good. Width offered and a poor piece of fielding. You need to stop these.
Yes, not very impressive fielding at point. There was room, and he made full use of that room, cut it away, added 4 more runs.
This time using his feet, ball once again racing towards that long off region. Back-to-back boundaries from the blade of Mozam Hayat. What a flyer KCC has.
The idea of bringing in an off spinner because the left-hand batter is at strike, but it's not working for the SGD team. The idea was right, but the execution hasn't been that great.
And straight away there's a change in the fielding. The extra cover goes back. Mid-on comes in, once again charging down this time. One bounce, a quicker throw, but Furqan Khalil too quick between the wickets. Running between the wickets has been really good so far by Furqan and Mozam. They're taking their chances. They knows the importance of power play.
Yes, the throw wasn't really near the wickets, otherwise it would have been a little bit of a problem for Furqan. Furqan now facing the third ball of his innings. A juicy full toss, missed it again. He hasn't been timing it well. 3 balls, all the 3 balls that he has played with us have been juicy half volleys or full tosses, but he has not been able to make the maximum of the opportunity.
I do understand it's a shorter format, but still you need to middle couple of deliveries, then go for your shots. Once again, not convincingly played by Furqan. Bulk of the runs has been scored by Mozan. Once again coming down the track and push towards the mid-on. A quick single. A bit expensive over. So far, 10 runs.
Both the overs have been expensive, and both the bowlers have looked a little off color. Gentle looseners, full tosses and half volleys. Muazzam has made the best use. This was a faster ball, but a half tracker has been pulled towards the mid-wicket, and the ball is racing away to the boundary and wins the race. 4 more runs.
This time coming down the track and got the bottom edge, but still managed to get that boundary. And with that boundary, over number 2 comes to an end. 28 for no loss. Both the bowlers were expensive. Fasil conceding 12 and Vipul 14. So far, no trouble for Karwan CC. a good side. I always believe under the guidance of Babar Iqbal, this team has been doing really good, and they always believe in giving opportunities to youngsters. That is what I like about this team.
Absolutely. This is the third over, and this is not going to be the power play over. There are fielders going outside the circle. In a 10-over game, there will be a third over, which could be taken as a floating over, and can be taken as a power play by the batting side anywhere between the third to the ninth over. The batting side decides not to go for the floating over in this over.
Full toss delivery and interesting field setup for the left-hander batter. Long off, deep extra cover, and deep point. On the offside now comes in Furqan Khalil. A regular field setup for Furqan. Struggle continues for Fasil. Not able to control that new ball. Swinging away from Furqan. The left and right hand combination is troubling Fasil, especially to adjust his line and length, Vivek.
Yeah, that's right. He's getting some movement in the air, both in to the right-hander as well as away, but he's not been able to control it well. This has been played in the air. There's no fielder there at the third man, and this has gone for another boundary. 4 more runs.
Once again, outside the off stump, chasing this time, Furqan Khalil managed to get the wood and the ball flying over the short third man and point fielder. First boundary from the blade of Furqan Khalil. Score quickly moves to 34. They're racing here. Karwan Cricket Club. What a start by Furqan and Mozam.
This one is banged in short, trying to play it towards the point. And this has his short stay at the crease has ended with that shot. He was looking off color right from the beginning, and now has to walk back. Furqan made 10 runs off 6 balls and is walking back, bowled by Fasil.
What I like about this delivery is just he rolled his fingers on the ball, and this time Furqan Khalil just dragging it on to the stumps. Wicket number 1 goes down 34 for 1. So Waqas, the new batter, once again on the off stump. This time a cracking shot, well fielded by Akhil. Definitely saving a couple of runs for his team. Good start by Waqas.
That one came right from the middle of the bat. This would definitely would have gone for a boundary, but a good fielding there at backward point, diving towards his left, stopping a certain boundary there.
Trying to heave over the mid-wicket, a slower delivery. A leg by Offord. They have a very good batting lineup tonight, Karwan Cricket Club. They bat deep down the order. The likes of Khamar Awan yet to come in this lineup. A very dangerous batter coming down the order. And we have seen the glimpses in the I beg your pardon, in Sharjah 50 over tournament as well as the T20. Nicely bowled and coming on the front foot and just pushing towards the deep extra cover, rotating the strike, Waqas and Mozam.
2 overs gone now. 37 for 1 is the score of KCC. They won the toss and decided to bat. Have been going well so far.
Tactics remains the same by Mansoor. Whipple continues. Fasil has been expensive, so Whipple in his first over. Mozam batting beautifully on 19. Wakas just came in, made 2 runs, 37 for 1. Definitely Karwan will be eyeing to go past 100 mark. They have depth in the batting. A flighted delivery on the off stump. Once again a misfield, resulting in a single. This time it was Akil. You need to stop this. So far, they are slow in the air. Anything width of a Mozam is always there to take those opportunities. Going on the back foot and played towards the deep square leg. Couple of runs taken by Mozam and Wakas.
This was a leg spinner by Vipul Sharma. He's been bowling off breaks so far. Bowling a leg spin this time to the left-hander, but he read it well, went onto the back foot and played it towards deep square leg. Got 2 more runs for himself. He's moved on to 21 in very quick time in 11 balls. This is tossed up, use of the feet, plays it again to the deep square leg area. Will be slightly disappointed for missing out on this one because this was right in the radar for him to hit it out of the park.
Slowly the bowlers are trying to pull the things back for Sona. This over has been good so far by Whipple. Slow in the air and bowling on the right areas.
Nice sound of the bat there. Right from the middle of the bat, middle of the wood, flies past the long off for a maximum.
Waited and waited this time. Dispatching over long off. First maximum. The blade of Wakas. He's a very highly talented batter, Wakas, and we have seen him for the last couple of seasons scoring heavily in this region. Recently, he has been injured and out of the circuit for a couple of months, trying to make a name and make a comeback. He has been promoted tonight by the Karwan. It was on the off stump trying to play towards that extra cover. Just manages single.
48 for 1, and we haven't even reached to the end of the 4th over. Still 1 more delivery to go. So this is by all means a good start for Karwan Cricket Club, scoring at over 12 runs per over, which is a decent rate. It's a decent rate in this format. This has been slashed hard outside the off stump. We'll get to. There is protection in the deep.
So with those couple of runs, over number 4 comes to an end. 50 for the loss of 1 wicket. Nasser comes into ball from the far end, and it's a Mozam Hayat on strike. Sorry, it's Wakas, because on the previous over they have taken those couple of runs. Once again, quick running between the wickets shown by Wakas and Mozam.
Good urgency shown by both these batters when it comes to running between the wickets. They have been converting the ones into twos. Very, very important in the shorter format of the game. They have now reached to 52 for the loss of 1 wicket. 4.1 overs have been bowled. Second ball from Nasir. This has been dug in short. Very well left. This has a little bit of a surprise there, I would say, for Wakas. Surprised him with this short one. The ball came in. It darted in after pitching.
Was not at all expecting, because the initial 4 overs he has seen the slow bowlers, and what a delivery by Nasir, just surprising. Pulling back Wakas Ali, the last moment. Nice variations. This time trying to heave over mid-wicket, but a slower delivery comes into play by Nasir. Back of the hand. Nicely bowled. Mozam was interested in the single, but denied by Wakas.
Very good change and very good strategy, following the bouncer with a slower ball. This is another ball into the block hole this time and gets a single. Wakas moves on to 13 now of 9 balls, 53 for 1. This has been a good over so far, Mudassir. We saw the earlier 4 overs went for a lot of runs. In this over, so far, only 3 runs in 4 balls.
He has been brilliant so far, Nasir, in this over. Mixing up his deliveries. And we have seen a quicker delivery, a bounce, a slower delivery. They started off well, but last couple of overs they are trying to pull things back. Just a wicket has been lost by Karwan Cricket Club. Comes in Nasir, making room for himself, but a wayward delivery. Well done by the wicket keeper, but look at that running between the wickets. A wide and couple of runs has been taken. Shuffling, and at the last moment trying to adjust his line. Nasir just bowled that wayward delivery. And they have taken the advantage. 3 runs has been added to the total. 56 for 1. So Mozam Hayat on strike.
Mozam has batted well for his 24. Bowled round the wicket to him. This has been driven towards the covers. There is a fielder in the deep. He will stop the ball just yards before the boundary and send it back to the bowling end. 2 more runs added to Mozam. 26 is his score in 14 balls. He's been a little quiet now in the last couple of overs, but before that he was really looking aggressive. After this over, after this ball, this will be the halfway mark. Low full toss. This has been played in the air over the covers and has gone for 4 runs.
Brilliant timing this time. Coming down the track and just lofted over that covers fielder. And with that boundary, over number 5 comes to an end. Track looks really good, but what's troubling the batters is the speed of the bowlers. The very gentle medium pace bowlers of Sona.
Yes, there is no speed in the ball, and hence it's not very easy to time it and play those big shots. However, these batters have done well. Nasir had started well in his over, but then ended up giving away 12 runs. Furkan was the only wicket down. He made 10 runs of 6 balls. Muazzam is batting on 30 of 15, and Wakas has started off well as well, 13 of 9 balls. There have been 9 extras so far, quite a few wide balls we saw in the beginning. And as we enter a fresh over now, Wakas will be taking the strike. What cases he should look at from here is to play those big shots and make these 5 overs count, get as many runs as possible. They have 9 wickets in hand. Mohammad Raza is the bowler, the right arm medium pace bowler coming into ball.
Raza, a left arm orthodox spinner, started off well, trying to heave it over. Covers fielder just manages single. The fielding has let them down, though they have bowled really well. I believe playing against Karwan, and still they're keeping that run rate around 11 and 12 per over. Couple of good overs, they are back in the business, Sona and Daimonds.
Shorter formats. This has been heaved towards mid-wicket, one bounce. There is a fielder there. We'll only limit it to a single. Shorter formats, Mudassir, one bad over and you are out of the game. So that's the beauty of these 10 overs and 20 over games.
And as we have seen in the T20 when it all started, the batters used to go behind every delivery. And T10 also started almost 3-4 years back, and the intentions were very clear to go after the bowler from the ball one. But it's not all about hitting maximum and boundaries as of now. Slowly it's changing. They know to get maximum runs in the power play over. The next couple of overs, if you can manage 7 or 8 runs, and if you have wickets in hand, in the last 2 overs you can go after the bowlers and go for the 100 mark. Nicely played at this time. He fancies that area over the covers. A maximum. Brilliant timing by Waqas Ali. Width offer. A flighted delivery. Full in control.
A beauty of a wicket, this one. You can play through the line. You can trust the bounce on the wicket and score runs. This was, as Mudassir said, width on offer was pitched up. A looped delivery gave him a full chance to go for a big shot. Score is now 70 for 1. Only 5.4 overs have been bowled. I think they are looking good here to make somewhere around 120, 130 runs minimum.
And Vivek, you have played a good amount of cricket back in India. Tell me how it's different coming from T20 format, 50 over format directly to T10, and we'll discuss about the format after this delivery. This time launched over the long on. Back-to-back maximum from the blade of Waqas Ali. This time it was on the middle and leg, and look at the timing with the full blade.
Brilliant shot there. And yes, coming from 50 overs and 20 overs and 10 overs, there is adjustment that you need to do, not only as a batter and a bowler, but also as a team, because we'll come to that after this ball. This has been played, this has been cut away towards a flat batted shot towards a wide long off. Good running between the wickets. 2 more runs added to the score now. 78 is the score for the loss of 1 wicket. This has been an expensive over. 16 runs have come from this over.
And definitely, as you said, that the combinations changes when you come from T20 to T10. So a major role will be played by the management and the captain of the team. And so far, 4 bowlers have been used by Sona. And the pick of the bowler, Fasil getting that breakthrough of Furqan Khalil. Vipul went for runs. So Nasir and Raza looking good after 6 overs, 78 for 1 KCC. And it's a busy schedule for all these teams, back-to-back matches. It's very hectic for the team management as well as the players.
And also the commentators.
But we are enjoying. I am enjoying personally. But believe me, really, it's hectic. Back-to-back matches and taking care of your work. And again, coming back. It's not an easy job. People think sitting in the AC room and doing commentary is an easy job, but it's not.
That's right. This is, but yes, we all love the game. We all love the spirit of the game, whether we are commenting or whether we are playing this wonderful game of cricket, and how it has evolved over the number of years, from Test match cricket to ODIs, from ODIs to T20, and now we are in this new format of T10. There are also many other formats coming up. There's a format called the 100 in England. where they play 100 balls, and is also another exciting innovation in this game. So a lot of exciting things happening in the world of cricket across the world.
This time a waiver delivery outside the off stump. Once again, an extra has been conceded by the bowlers. Cruising towards big target here. Karwan Cricket Club. Still, the likes of Ghulam Murtuza, Khamar Awan, Zahid Ali, Amir Hamza yet to come in this lineup. On the back foot, played over the deep square leg, ball racing towards the fence. Yet another boundary from the blade of Mausam Hayat.
This was a pitched in shot, and he made took full advantage of the short ball.
I think they have taken that floating power play. That was the reason the deep square leg and the fine leg were inside the circle, and he has found the gap. A clever looking shot from the blade of Mausam Hayat. This time a play towards the mid of a rare dot delivery we have witnessed.
They're definitely targeting Nasir, and that's why they took the floating power play in this over. Nasir has got some pace, so I think what the batters decided was that when he has a little bit of pace, they can make use of his pace and get those runs in this over.
Brilliant shot this time coming into the left-hand batter Nasir, and found the gap between short mid-wicket and mid-on. Bit expensive in this over. Nasir, so far 9 runs have been considered back. He bowled that slower delivery back of the hand. Well adjusted by Mausam Hayat once again.
I think he will bring in that bouncer in this over as well, because he surprised the batters in the last over that he bowled with his bouncer. He can definitely try to do the same, at least one delivery in this over.
Trouble continues. Pressure toiling up on the fast bowler Nasir. And Mausam Hayat moves to 39 of 19 deliveries. So coming back to the formats cricket, it all started with 6-day, 5-day, then came the 1-day, T20, T10, 100. So every time we see something new, and it's an exciting, as recently we have seen the T20 World Cup. On the back foot this time, targeted the mid-wicket, couple of bounces, ball just crossing the fence, yet another boundary.
They are making it count. The floating power play over, trying to take maximum advantage here. This was again a bold shot, went onto the back foot and clubbed it over mid-wicket. 2 more deliveries to go, and Nasir has already given away a lot of runs in his 10 balls that he has bowled so far in this match. He has given away 26 runs. Muazzam has been scoring bulk of the runs, 43 he's made in 20 balls.
Time driven but unable to find the gap. Just a quick run taken by Waqas and Mausam. Mausam is a very classical batsman and known for building up his innings, but he have adjusted very well to this format. Going almost around 200 strike rate tonight to Mausam Hayat. And at the other end it's Waqas Ali, who faced 14 deliveries for his 28. Last delivery of the 7th over, Waqas Ali on strike. Nicely bowled, slower delivery. Went on one knee and completely beaten. And with that dot delivery, over number 7 comes to an end. 93 for 1, Karwan Cricket Club. 7 overs, 93 for 1, and there's a change in the voice in the com box, and joining me is my dear friend Nishant Majhitia. At last I got it right.
Yes, thank you very much, Mudassar. Of course, it's been a great pleasure having been here in the last couple of months and into the last tournament before I take a break to go back home. Now, Boss comes down the track and clips it away straight to the fielder in the deep, just a single. So the off spinner will now be bowling to the right-hander. Of course, he has the cushion of the slightly longer boundary on the onside.
And upcoming couple of days are very important for you personally, I believe.
Yeah, hopefully looking forward to having some fun, take a little bit of break. That's it, uppishly in the air, and the catch is taken. Well, the skipper has caught it, Mansoor.
A low full toss, and the short mid-wicket was Captain Mansu. Forget about the score on the board. They're enjoying this. Sona, though the bowlers were belted for some runs, they have got the big wicket of Waqas Ali. It's 94 for 2. So walks back Waqas Ali and comes in Amir Hamza, the tall, talented all-rounder in this lineup.
Yes, he can really go for some big shots, and straight away he's decided to take it on. What a start. 6 of the first ball, 100 of Karwan.
The top gear on the very first delivery went on the back foot and dispatched over long on Amir Hamza. Off the mark with the maximum, and 100 comes up for Karwan Cricket Club. Still 15 legal deliveries left in this innings. Can they target to go beyond 140?
This time he goes over the offside. Hasn't timed it well, but good enough for the ball to reach the fence. Boundary for the taking.
Just came in and going after the bowler, Amir Hamza. A maximum and a boundary to his name. Looking very confident. Though he has got wicket, but he's leaking runs here. Once again on the back foot, targeted the deep square leg. The fielder comes in and chance gone begging. One bounce, the ball crossing the fence.
Yes, it went right through his hands there on that occasion. Boundary again, so Amir Hamza moves on to 14 of 3. Last ball of Nav's over here. And he goes again. And that's 6 runs. That's 20 of the last 4 balls bowled by Nav after picking up a wicket.
Look at that back lift, waited and dispatched over the long on. 21 runs have been conceded by Nav in his first over. Wicket to his name, 8 gone, 114 for 2.
Well, comes down the track, has pulled it away. And that's gone the distance. What a strike there. I think Mozam Hayat coming down the track. And that's 50 for him. 120 up. Still 11 balls to go.
So a lucky escape for the bowler. It was a full toss delivery coming down the track. Brilliant 50 by Mozam Hayat. Of just 23 deliveries, they need 30 runs to reach to that 150 mark in 11 legal deliveries. Leg break of Mansoor continues this time, coming down the track, just pushed towards the extra cover, just a single. On strike, the danger man, Amir Hamza.
He's batting on 20 of 4. He looks really dangerous at this point in time. Oh, it's a short ball. That's put away nicely. That's gone for 6. We might just see an extremely quick fire half century here.
Dealing in boundaries, Amir Hamza quickly moves to 26 of just 5 deliveries, coming hard on the bowlers. 127 for 2. Trouble continues for the bowlers of Sona. Captain Mansoor, 3 deliveries so far, 13 runs conceded. Hamza on strike. At last, a single from the blade of Amir Hamza.
Yes, 6, 4, 4, 6, 6, 1. So 128 is the score here. Comes down the track, has flicked it away. Should look for 2, but will be satisfied with just a single. Last ball of the penultimate over.
Some fans are coming in to support their teams. They know they are on the camera. Yes, yes, you guys are on the camera, and this time Mir Hamza once again on the back foot, played towards mid-wicket, just clearing the fielder. Yet another maximum from the blade of dangerous Amir Hamza. With that maximum, over number 9 comes to an end. Score moves to 135 for 2. They need 15 runs to cross that 150 mark. 9 overs, 135 for 2. Mozam Hayat batting on 53. Amir Hamza, what a brilliant knock he's playing. 7 deliveries, 33. Raza comes back. Bit expensive in his first over, gave away 16 runs.
Just making some adjustments in the field. 3 fielders outside on the offside. That is interesting. Starts off with a wide. There is a long off. There is the backward point, and there is an extra cover.
I believe he wants Hamza to complete his half century and create a new record for quick 50 in T10.
Great opportunity for him to really get it. Pretty sure it will be one of the quickest that we have seen.
3 maximum what he needs. Once again a drop by Mansoor at short mid-wicket. It was like a bullet coming towards Mansoor, and the ball racing once again towards the fence. 37 of 8 deliveries. 4 more deliveries, and he needs 13 runs.
Well, he should target to get there in 3 deliveries.
Definitely, because the record in T10 in the leagues is of 12 deliveries, which was matched by Mohammad Wasim and Chris Gale in Abu Dhabi T10. Can he get in 11 balls? 13 more needed. 141 for 2.
And looks like Mansoor has hurt his finger. He's going off with a substitute coming in.
Was hit fiercely on the back foot toward the short mid-wicket by Hamza. Targeting the long on and mid-wicket region tonight. Amir Hamza on strike. Shorter delivery on the back foot. Out of the park. Moves to 43 of 9 deliveries. Amir Hamza.
So what a knock this is turning out to be. 43 of 9 balls, and he has taken only 1 single. This is fantastic stuff. And he goes again. That's gone for 6 more.
Send him a message. He just needs a single on this delivery, and he can be the batsman to reach to 50, the fastest 50 in T10 in 11 deliveries. The record is of 12 deliveries by Chris Gale and Mohammad Wasim. 153 for 2. Karwan under pressure.
Well, very lucky that the ball landed inside the pitch, otherwise it would have been a no ball. And he would have missed out on the record, unfortunately. He goes for it, hasn't timed it, but doesn't matter. It will be a single, it will be a couple, and it will be 50 of just 11 balls. This is the fastest 50 in all formats at the Sharjah cricket ground.
Oh, take a bow. Mir Hamza, you beauty. This time a quicker delivery. Way outside the leg stump. What a knock you have played. First match of this tournament. And he went all guns blazing tonight. Amir Hamza, 51 of just 11 deliveries. This time targeted towards the long on. Fumble by the fielder, helping Mir Hamza and Karwan Cricket Club.
And they go past 160. We're talking about can they go past 140. They've gone past 160. Give it up for Muazzam Hayat. Very selflessly to a delivery way outside the off stump. He just patted it away to give Amir Hamza the strike and let him go for that record. Fantastic team spirit by Muazzam Hayat there.
Definitely, this is where the teamwork comes into play.
Yes, they always look like getting to a good total. Furqan missed out, getting out for 10 of 6. Muazzam batting with a strike rate in excess of 254 of 26. Waqas was looking good before he got out, but then Amir Hamza came in and he just made a mincemeat of the bowling attack there. 12 balls is all he needed to overtake Muazzam Hayat's innings where he carried the bat.
He laid the foundation, Waqas and Muazzam Hayat, but what a knock we have witnessed tonight. Talking about the Sona Gold and Diamonds bowling, 6 bowlers have been used by the captain. Fasil was the pick of the bowler, getting that 1 wicket and considered 10 runs. Nav also got a wicket to his name, but was a bit expensive, and rest of the bowlers also went for the runs. So at last, in 10 overs, Karwan Cricket Club managed 161 for the loss of 2 wickets, and extras column shows 14 extras have been conceded.
What a magnificent effort this was, make no mistake about it. And the entire innings was more or less a highlight package. Muazzam Hayat starting off well, cutting brilliantly. Furqan Khalil got a boundary and then dragged it back onto the stumps. Then came Waqas. He got some runs on the board. Muazzam Hayat batted with a lot of brilliance. He was okay in being technical. That was mistimed and taken at short mid. But after that, it was the Amir Hamza show. He just decided to go bang bang. No stopping him. Incredible innings this from him, make no mistake about it. What a knock. Single-handedly taking the score past the 160-run mark. So that's the target for Sona Gold and Diamonds. 162 needed in 60 balls. Required rate of 16.2. We'll dive into a short break. We'll come back with the run chase. Yes, welcome back. After the break, it's time for the run chase to begin. This run chase is going to be like trying to go for the Everest base camp here. It's way too much for any side, really. 162 is the target. And they're not going to find it easy. Sona Gold and Diamonds, you've seen their performance in the CBFS T10 tournament, and it was definitely something that they would want to improve upon. And, probably the shorter format might just give them a little more leverage. And I'll talk more about that. I've got with me Mudassar carrying on from the end of the last innings, and just taking you through for the first few overs of this innings. So yeah, I mean, for a team like a Sona Gold and Diamonds or a JVC Stallions in the CBFS T10, where they lost all the games, the only way to go is up. So they can look at the brighter side of things and try to, you know, this is a shorter format, so go for it.
Good evening, Nishant, and thanks a lot. And definitely, these are their initial tournaments, and I believe couple of changes in the team can help both the teams, JVC Stallions and Sona and Gold Diamond team. But it was one-man show, which will be remembered. Was Amir Hamza's that blistering knock, reaching to his milestone of 50 of just 11 deliveries and creating a record in T10, one of the fastest 50s. Before this, it was made by Mohammad Shahzad of Afghanistan. Chris Gale managed in Abu Dhabi T10. Then UAE star batsman Mohammad Wasim matched that feat in 12 deliveries. This was something special by Amir Hamza, managing in just 11 deliveries, and they managed to post at around 163 on board. And to start the second innings with the ball, it's left arm orthodox spinner, talented Mohammad Ismail.
Yes, let's see. How does he start off proceedings? Bowling inside the power play. Starts off with the wide down the leg side. Oh, that was quick. Very quick. And came back in, looking to drive there off the inside half of the bat. No chance of a run there. Akil wanted the single, but Zishan sending him back, and pretty rightly so.
He always brings the new ball into the right hand batter, Mohammad Ismail, and quick in the air, struggling Zishan to rotate the strike, chasing that mammoth target here tonight. This is the first match of this new tournament, S10.
Very nicely done there. Again, right up there and just clipped away. Straight to the fielder. And they'll pick up a single. First runs off the bat then.
Just to let our viewers who has just joined us, Karwan Cricket Club has won the toss and they have opted to bat first, and they have posted at around 163 in the first innings. This time on the pads, nicely clipped towards the fine leg. There's an appeal for the run out.
Yes, and the umpire seems to have gone upstairs. That'll be interesting. Let's see if the batsman was home. Oh, yes, home. Oh, was the bat in the air?
We need to have a close look. Here. I think he just made it. What a smart piece of glove work by Furkhan.
I think that is where the bat has touched the ground actually. It's in the air, still in the air. The leg comes and touches the ground first. Gets away with it. Very fortunate that he put the foot down at the right time.
So the decision from our third umpire is not out, survives Zishan. Off the mark, Akil. We have one more match tonight to be played between DCC Starlets and Sayyad Agha CC. Both young and talented team. Some upcoming names in the lineup. Ronak Panoli will be leading DCC Starlets, and Zainullah will lead the Sayyad Agha this time, trying to heave over mid-wicket, getting that inside edge ball racing towards the fine leg. Couple of runs have been added so far. A brilliant over by Mohammad Ismail.
Yes, just the 5 runs coming of it. Final delivery of his first over. 1 power play over. Just 5 runs of it. Good so far. Let's see what he does next. Nicely bowled. Looking to flick it away. Doesn't get it right. End of the first over, it's 5 without loss. Some left arm seam. Nicely bowled there. Good shape away from the right hander. Looking to poke at it. Gets beaten. Dot ball.
Salman Salim, the left arm fast bowler for Karwan CC from the far end. Known for generating the pace and the swing. A brilliant fast bowler to have in your side. Yet to find a boundary, Zishan and Akil. Just pushed toward the point. A quick run has been taken by Akil and Zishan. A fumble by the fielder.
It's 1 of 2. Is what, in fact, 2 of 3 now with that single, Akil. Zishan batting on 3 of 5. They've got their job well and truly cut out here. Oh, looks to go for the big drive there. Misses it completely.
Nicely bowled and very sharp behind the stumps for Khan Khalil. And I like the field placement by Babar Iqbal, having that first slip in position. Deep third man and deep square leg. 2 fielders patrolling the boundary area. Playing away from the body and managing just a run. Singles won't bother Karwan Cricket Club. They want to win this match with a big margin.
Yes, always an advantage if you really pull off a win with a big margin. In tournaments like this, the net run rate that you have can give you a lot of good thought, put you in good stead going forward in the tournament. And inside edge onto the stumps, first wicket for Karwan.
Dragged on this time, no foot movement. Hitting the inside edge and onto the foot of Akil and then going on to hit the stumps. Walks back Akil Ahmed Siddiqui. Just managed 2 of 4 deliveries. Wicket number 1 goes down 7. The score for Sona Gold Diamond.
Arfin Jabbar is going to be the man on strike. The wicket keeper. Oh, good bouncer there from Salim. That's the end of a very good over from him. It's 7 for 1 after 2. Right, then we are ready for the third over to begin. Power play is done. Oh, cleaned him up. Cleaned him up. Now the other opening batsman is back in the hut as well. Zishan looking to slog across the line, missing it completely. And a wicket.
Look at that angle from where he's releasing the ball. And coming into the right-hand batter, wild swing by Zishan. Cleans him up this time, Ismail. Wicket number 2 goes down. 7 for 2 after 2.1 over.
Right then, the new man in, Aditya Singh. Taking strike at the moment. Ismail to bowl the next ball, nicely bowled. Back to the bowler, dot ball. Pretty good work done so far. Nicely left alone outside the off stump. Another dot ball. This is pretty good bowling.
Yet to open his account, faced 2 deliveries and this time driven. And there's a protection at the deep extra cover, just a single.
Couple of deliveries remaining. Aditya off the mark, Arfin on strike, and that has been played away nicely with straight to short fine. Another run added.
Making room for himself and pushing towards the deep extra cover. With that single, over number 3 comes to an end, 10 for 2.
Ghulam introduced into the attack. Starts off with a well tossed up delivery, hits straight to the fielder. There is a dot ball. And we have a change in voices. It will take us through to the end of the game. It's going to be Vivek after a long time.
Yes, I got the strike after a long time. The strike was rotated after a couple of months, maybe. This ball outside the off stump tried to make connection, but there was no connection. Another one trying to heave it towards mid wicket, gets the inside edge, goes towards a fine leg. Only a single gets added to the score. Current run rate, Nishant, 3.14. Not enough.
Well, definitely not. Anything but enough. Oh, that's a good strike. That's a good looking strike. And Zahid Ali almost took it. But that's gone the distance. First boundary of the innings in the form for 6.
Good attempt. Good attempt at the mid-wicket boundary. He got his hands to it, could not hold on.
Goes for it again. Slogged across the line by Arfin. The fielder in the deep will pick up a single this time. 18 for the loss of 2 wickets in the 4th over. And the Ghulam's first over. Most expensive of the lot. Last ball. Nicely driven. And a chase for the fielder. They will pick up 2. 4 overs bowled, 20 for the loss of 2 wickets.
Bobber comes into ball. The first ball outside the off stump has been played towards the covers. A bit of misfielding there, but a single cannot be stopped.
So they're just at this point in time trying to bat as much as possible, as long as possible. Comes down the track, drives it, nicely driven, and it will be cut off by Amir Hamza. Just a single again.
Singles will not make it happen for the SGD team. They will need to do better than that. What is needed is big hits. 6s and 4s. They are chasing a score in excess of 160 to win this game, and that's what he does. Plays it this time long and high for a 6 over the mid-wicket.
Yes, that is a good strike by Arfin there. Just getting underneath it very well and hitting it over the top. He's moved on to 15 of 6. He's batted differently from the others. The last couple of overs slightly on the expensive side. Playing a miss. Dot ball.
Wanted to play it towards the covers, but the ball was quicker through the air. Change of sides. He's going to try and bowl round the wicket now.
Pushed away for a single. Very well done there. Arfin just probably trying to farm strike at the moment, which is an interesting call. It's too early to do that. Last ball of Babar's first over. And Aditya just chips it away in the air. Straight to the fielder at long gone. Single. And that'll be the end of over number 5. It's 30 for 2. Well, Ghulam bowls one too far outside the off stump. That has been nicely played away. They'll come back for two. Good running between the wickets there.
Big hits are needed. They are already past the halfway mark. 32 for 2 is the score. Pushed in faster through the air. Slightly short pitched down the leg side. And some exercise for the umpire. It's a wide.
Yes, just going down the leg side there, trying to push it through Ghulam. Aditya batting on 9 of 11. That's hit straight down the ground. Just a single. Kamarawan doing the fielding there. Ghulam to bowl to Arfin. Now Arfin looks to go over the top. Oh, put down. That was a very casual attempt there by the fielder at cover. Just stretched his hands out.
He was trying to play it in that gap. Couldn't quite get the hold of the ball. Went straight to the fielder. A lucky chance.
A couple of deliveries remaining in this over. He goes for the big shot. Hasn't timed it. Two fielders converging and put down. Ghulam is not happy at all. Well, that should have been taken. Last ball of the over. And he goes for it. It will just be a single, and that will be the end of the over. 9 runs coming from it. It's 39 for 2. Babar into his second over then. Oh, looking to go for that slog sweep there. Almost dragging it back onto the stumps. They pick up a single.
Interesting choice of a shot because there are 3 fielders on the onside at the boundary ropes. And he still wanted to hit it in that direction even if the ball was outside the off stump.
And that's the longer part of the ground as well. Looking to go over the offside this time. The placement is good, but Amir Hamza does well to run around, make the save. Pick up a single.
"121 runs needed to win in 22 balls. A very, very tall ask.
Tossed up, he goes down the ground. That's a good shot from Arfin. We'll have to wait for the umpire's signal. 6 it is. Good strike.
Brilliant shot. It was not very high in the air, more or less parallel to the ground. A flat 6 down the ground. Takes him to 27 of 13 balls. He's having a good time out in the middle.
Down the ground again. This time straight to long on. Just a single.
He wants to come back to take the strike. Wanted to take 2 runs there, but thankfully didn't go for it.
Couple of deliveries remaining in this over from Babar. His spell, none for 19. Likes to pick up wickets And that's nicely picked up by Aditya this time. Over the head of the fielder for 6. They're getting a move on. Good looking pickup shot there. 18 of 15 for Aditya, 28 of 14 for Arfin. Required run rate, don't look at it, 34.11. Last ball of Babar's spell. And brilliantly flicked away. Good use of the wrist, straight to the fielder, 7 bowled, 55 for 2. Right then, interesting. I thought he will bowl the 9th over. Now this will mean that overs 9 and 10 will be bowled by 2 different bowlers. Appeal for a leg before, umpire not interested, they pick up a single. Leg by is called.
Yeah, it doesn't matter even if it's a different bowlers or a new bowler, because there are a lot of runs needed to make good in this match. I think it's more about now the margin of defeat and also some individual feats by either Arfin or Aditya. That's what's left in this game, because 106 runs to win in 17 balls, very, very unlikely.
And that's nicely played again. They will pick up a 2 with that fumble. No, that is interesting. There was a no ball as well from Salim. So, free hit coming up. And that will be a wide. Excellent take by Furkan Khalil. Brilliant stuff. The free hit remains. So Arfin 30 of 15. He's done a pretty good job. Right up in the block hole. Has hit it uppishly. And a single taken.
"101 runs are needed to win in 16 deliveries." So even if you get 6 sixes, or if you get a 6 in every ball, then how much is it?
Even then they will fall short by 4 runs. Appeal for a leg before. Umpire not interested. Pitching outside the leg stump, Vivek.
Yeah, looks like. May have been a close call though. The required run rate is 40.4. Unachievable almost.
Defender on the offside, they'll pick up a quick single. Good running between the wickets. So a couple of deliveries remaining, 62 for 2. (31 of 16 for Arfin. That's nicely squeezed out, but straight to the fielder in the deep. Easy single taken. Aditya is on strike now.
He's scored 20 runs but has taken 19 balls to get to his 20. Not something that was the ask from the batters in this game.
He shuffles across and looks to go for the big shot there. Behind the stumps, appeal from Salim. Nothing there. End of the over. 8 overs bowled at 63 for 2. Zahid Ali will bowl the penultimate over here. On strike is going to be Arfin, right up in the block hole. And that's a lovely shot. Good looking shot that's gone straight down the ground for 4. Very nicely played there.
Went outside the leg stump, made room for himself and drove it down the ground for another boundary. Arfin is on 36 now of 18 deliveries. He's batted well.
This is batting with a striker of 200. Would have been handy had they not conceded so many runs. Short ball this time. Looks to go for the pull. Misses it. It's a dot ball.
Not happy with himself. He thinks he could have put it away for a boundary. Missing it completely. No connection between the bat and the ball. The fielders on the offside are all inside the circle. This is the floating power play.
Excellent delivery there. Right up in the block hole. Looking to dig it out there. Very lucky it wasn't straight.
Yes, so the ball and bat are not connecting in the last 3 or 4 deliveries. After that glorious boundary down the ground, Arfin has not been able to make connection.
And again in the block hole. This is very consistent length. That will just be a single. Amir Hamza warming up. Looks like he's preparing to bowl the final over here. Aditya batting on 20 of 20.
Yeah, 20 of 20 in a 10-10 game. And the penultimate delivery of the penultimate over coming in.
of the penultimate game of the night. Let's add that as well. Oh, that's a slow delivery as it is straight up in the air. Fielders converging and it lands safe. They'll pick up 2.
The long on fielder did not go for it, and he waited for the mid-wicket fielder to come and run backwards to attempt that catch. I think the underlying idea was to avoid a collision and avoid injury rather than take the catch.
No, I feel so too. I think, but I strongly feel that it was an outfielder's catch, not the infielder's catch to run behind and take it. That's a good-looking drive, straight to the fielder. Dot ball to finish the over. It's 71 for 2.
As expected, Amir Hamza comes into ball the last over of this game.
Well, it has been his night. Fastest 50 in the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. Oh, and he almost starts off with a wicket. He started off with a 6 when he came out to bat. All around him, very lucky that the ball didn't find its way to the stumps.
Aditya looking to play some big shots towards the end of the innings. It's all about the margin of defeat now.
Short ball, outside edge, and Furkan Khalil has put it down.
Oh, it went really, really fast. And Furkan Khalil was slightly slow on getting to the ball. Catching hasn't been up to the mark for KCC today. If they have to learn something from today's game, it will be more about catching, because this is the 3rd catch that has gone down. Yes, it's a easier game. But fielding efforts need to be bettered, and it counts if the game is against a better side. It will definitely count in the future. They need to get the momentum right, get the catching right, not to drop catches, especially in a 10-over format where one dropped catch can actually cost you the whole match.
Slower ball, that's pulled away, nicely struck. He's got it into the gap. And that's a boundary. That's a good looking shot there. Excellent timing on that one. Arfin batting on 41 of 23. He's got 2 more deliveries. Can he get a 50?
Two big hits needed to reach 50.
No, he won't get there. It's just a single that he'll get. The last ball of the game. Aditya batting on 24 of 24. How does he finish it? He finishes off with losing his wicket. Amir Hamza picks one up. And that is all over. Stumps knocked over. Amir Hamza finishes in style. It has been his night, no two ways about it. They finished with 77 for the loss of 3 wickets, and Karwan Cricket Club have started off their campaign with an 84-run win. Going forward in the tournament, we might find games where teams batting first will not be able to post that score.
Yes, a massive win there. A brilliant batting effort. Got to 162 runs in just 10 overs, and then bowled extremely well. Zishan and Akhil couldn't do much, made 4 and 2 runs respectively. Arfin was the pick of the batters, not out at 42 of 24 balls. Aditya was bowled by Amir for 24 of 25. Just 5 extras given away, and Sona, Gold and Daimonds could only amass 77 runs in their allotted 10 overs.
As far as the bowlers were concerned, it was a very disciplined performance. Right at the top, economies of 4.5, 1 for 8 for Ismail, 1 for 9 for Salim. Ghulam and Babar slightly expensive, and Amir 1 for 6. That is how it was. They lost 2 wickets for 7, and the last one for 77. A 70-run partnership in the middle. Karwan Cricket Club winning the toss, electing to bat, and going to 161 for 2. Riding on Amir and Muazzam's twin half-centuries. In reply, Sona, Gold and Diamonds were never really looking forward to getting there. Not a match at all. Finished with 77 for 3, and Karwan Cricket Club win by 84 runs. That's the match coming up for you. DCC Starlets will take on the Syed Agha Rice Mills in match number 2. We'll be taking a short break, and when we come back, we'll have Mudassir with the post-match presentation.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the post-match presentation of the SkyExchange.net CBFS S10 League Season 2 powered by Fan Code. And moving ahead, first of all, we would like to thank the Sharjah Cricket Council and all the administration involved behind the scenes for its support in hosting this level of a tournament. And we would also like to thank our sponsors, the title sponsor SkyExchange.net, and powered by sponsor and official streaming partner Fan Code, event partner TCM, associate sponsor avasuk.com, and merchandise partner 7 Districts. So thanks a lot to our sponsors, and What a tournament we are having. The very first match of this S10 League, it all started with blistering knock from both the batters of Karwan CC. It was started with the Mausam Hayat, but then came in a blistering knock from Amir Hamza, who managed 11 ball 50, and he created a record in T10. And batting for the Karwan CC have scored 162, and they have won the match with a huge margin of 84 runs. And to present the player of the award match, I have with me the match referee, Mr. Taisin Javed, and my request Amir Hamza to please come forward and collect your trophy. बहुत बहुत मुबारक. आपको पता है या नहीं, लेकिन मुझे ये पता है कि एक नया रिकॉर्ड कायम हुआ. 11 बॉल्स में 50, T10 में ये आज तक का सबसे फास्टेस्ट 50.
सबसे पहले अल्लाह पाक का शुक्र अदा करूँगा. T10 आपको पता है कि ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म है कि आपको अपनी नेचुरली गेम खेलनी होती है और समटाइम आपको उससे अबव भी खेलना होता है. तो मैं बस विकेट पे गया हूँ, अपना नेचुरली गेम खेला है.
और टीम का कॉम्पोजिशन काफ़ी अच्छा दिख रहा है, क्योंकि T20 50 ओवर्स के बाद सडनली T10 में आके, और मौसम हयात जाने जाते हैं 50 ओवर्स के, लेकिन काफ़ी बढ़िया खेले आज उन्होंने, एक प्लेटफॉर्म यहाँ पे बिछाया.
सबसे पहले मैं दाद दूंगा बाबर इकबाल को, क्योंकि वो लड़कों को मोटिवेट कर रहे हैं. उसके बाद फुरकान खलील है जो हमें बैकअप करता रहता है. मौसम ही इज़ अ डिफरेंट गाय. वो समटाइम ही कन्वर्ट हिज सेल्फ अकॉर्डिंग टू द गेम. अगर 50 ओवर का गेम है तो वो ही इज़ लाइक 50 ओवर का खेलेगा. लेकिन ये डिफरेंट प्लेटफॉर्म है, लेकिन वो अच्छा कर रहा है और आई होप ही विल मैनेज हिज फॉर्म.
और हमसे बात करते हैं खासतौर से बैटिंग की, क्योंकि जाने जाते आप T20 भी खेलते, आप 50 भी खेलते. आते ही पहले बॉल से छक्का, मतलब क्या प्रैक्टिस करके डायरेक्ट मैदान में उतरे हैं?
नहीं, कुछ ऐसा नहीं था, लेकिन बस यही था कि कुछ डिफरेंट करना है आज. ये मेरे माइंड में बहुत पहले से चल रहा था कि थोड़ा सा क्रिटिसिज्म चल रहा है मेरे ऊपर, तो इसको मैंने अब क्लियर करना है. तो इंशाल्लाह मैं अपना मैनेज करूँगा, इंशाल्लाह कि मैं अपने आप को क्लियर करूँ इंशाल्लाह.
चलिए, ऑल द बेस्ट, वेल प्लेड. So that was Amir Hamza, our player of the match from the match number 1. Stay tuned, because there is one more match coming tonight, that is between Sayyid Agha CC and DCC Starlet, and we'll be back after a short break.